I'm so mad. Like, wasted my personal life just to personally call Matthew and talk about statistics.
Big Brother begins now.
So the Tomination ceremony ended with me being Tominated. He acknowledged that he put me up because we haven't talked much, and I will admit that we haven't. So I just gotta win the veto for myself and pray to Jesus, do a couple of Our Fathers and Hail Marys and Hallowed be thy bridges.
Simon and Matthew were chosen as the nominees. I really want Simon to leave just because my relationship with Matthew is a lot better. I'm a little worried because Simon told me that Tom told him that he was not the target this week, and last time I talked to Tom, he said he didn't really care who left this week. So if the nominations were to stay the same, I'd really like to see Simon go.
So Tom nominated Simon and Matthew. I saw that coming. I'm pretty sure Tom wants Simon out because he feels as though he hasn't had any interaction with Simon whatsoever.
Yeah, no, not a fan, and that veto draw could not have been shittier.
We will now pick select players to compete in the Power of Veto competition. As HOH, I will select first. I will select number 3. Nick. Oh, Matthew, it is your turn to select.
Oh, okay. I will pick 4.
Brandon, you will also be playing for veto. And Simon, if you can please make a selection.
1.
House guest choice, who would you like to select?
This is so adorable. I'm gonna pick Matthew.
By default, Kyle S. is the host of this challenge. Competition will start at 11 p.m. EST. Good luck, everyone.
Yay! I had a feeling I was going to be the host. I'm pretty excited to host the competition, but I am a little worried that I'm not competing because I don't have a chance to save myself and win the power of veto and guarantee my safety going into the double eviction.
Only person I really wanted to see get picked for veto was Kyle S., and Kyle did not get picked for veto. I need Mateus to not win the veto. I need Simon to not win the veto. This is going to be a hard week.
I was picked to play the veto. If I win veto, I'm not going to save Simon. It would be in my not my best interest to do that. And that leaves still Matthew with a target on his back from Nick, and Nick a target on his back from Matthew and Mateus. There's still all these people that have beef with each other. There's no beef with me, but there's no beef with me because I am kind of just Matthew, but more social.
So it's gonna fucking suck if I don't win veto. Well, no, because if I win veto, you'll go up. I know. Wait, do you think Tom would put you up? No, okay, wait, no. If I win veto, we can always still use that Kyle S threw him under the bus on my HOH week.
Yes, that's true. But we can let Matthew win. Don't let him win.
Well, if Matthew gets taken off the block, do you think he would still evict me? That'd be fucking
Yes,
stupid.
he says he will evict you.
Oh my god, I hate him.
I told you that outsiders are so bad and we should get rid of them.
We literally fucking align ourselves with the most useless people. We aligned with the fucking girl who was inactive and got exposed. We aligned with Kyle H, who wasn't even fucking in that alliance in the first place. He was just working with everyone. And then we're working with fucking Matthew, who is the most useless person in this game. We aligned with the worst people we could.
Yeah, but we will be the last one standing, so whatever.
I have heard the angel who telling me to save Simon and the devil who telling me to throw the veto, and I am pretty sure I will throw this veto because I don't want to have this power because I am safe right now and I don't want to make my situation worse. If I use it, I will show people that I'm working with Simon. And if I don't use it, then Simon will be pissed at me because I will likely to betray him. This is why I want to throw this. I love him to death. He's my first friend from this game, but I won't risk my game. It is selfish, I know, but this is a game and you are only there for yourself. He's my best friend, so is Tom, and they are. Oh my goodness, I will cry again. They are going for each other, and I am here sitting in the middle with. I can't do anything, but I know that Simon isn't Tom's target. It is Matthew because I told Tom that Simon will always want to put Kyle S on the block instead of Tom and Brandon, and we will still have votes to save Brandon.
I called Tom the other night, and he said there is a potential that you'll go up, but like you will only be, you're not my target. But if there's this HOH first, I'm gonna get evicted this week then.
Why?
Because every HOH, the person the HOH wanted gone didn't go home.
But this is so hard because if Simon leaves this week, this will be the worst case scenario for me. Because I will have Matthew and I will have Nick who will be probably gunning for me. And this is crazy as fuck. There is no way I will cast vote against him. I will, oh my goodness, this is still. I will save him no matter what, even if I will be in minority. But I have big hope that something will be crazy happen and Matthew is going home.
What I think is really interesting about this round is not so much who the initial nominees are going to be, but more so who the replacement nominees would be after the veto round. Because if the veto gets used this round, there's going to be a lot of pressure for me to backdoor Mateus. I know that. That's just a fact. Everybody already kind of wants him up now, and if there's the option to backdoor somebody who's won 3 competitions, that's going to be something that people want to capitalize on. But I really don't want to put him on the block. I think Mateus would leave if he's on the block. And he's somebody who's had my back twice now as HOH, and he's somebody who has had Brandon's back once when Brandon was on the block. So I think that getting rid of Mateus would be a big slip for me. But where that becomes problematic is I have strong ties with everybody else in the house other than him. I think the person who I have the weakest ties with out of the remaining options would actually be Nick. Because I mean, Kyle S and I don't know, him and I have just gotten along great since the beginning, and Brandon and I are seen as a pair. So putting up Nick could actually be beneficial for me because A, I would know that he would stay because of the votes being from Brandon and Kyle S would be enough for me to secure that I would keep Nick in a tie. And then also, I feel like he is the one who's least likely to take it personally if I were to nominate him as a veto replacement, especially if I was to explain my rationale.
You know, at this point, I just gotta trust Tom and stay in good terms with him and try not to ruffle any feathers with him. So I'm hoping that he won't make a move against me this week. Otherwise, I'm probably gonna leave, which would really suck. I hope that Tom sticks by his word and puts up Nick, or even if he just changed his mind and put up Mateus, because that'd be great. Good time to backdoor him. I think backdooring Mateus is probably the best strategy.
So I think I'm just kind of like that guy that everybody loves that hasn't pissed anybody off, but he hasn't done anything either, so he's not a threat to us. That's kind of how I feel. I need to do something because right now I'm pretty much Matthew. Tom and I kind of were like equal as far as like not winning challenges. Tom had won 1, but it was a veto. Now that he won an HOH, it kind of puts him up there. I need something. I need to do something, and I'm lacking a move. I just don't know what to say. I feel like if I go to the end with Tom, I'm his goat. I feel like I either go to the end with Tom and I'm his goat, or I go to the end with Kyle S and he wins, or I go to the end with, I mean, like, I just feel like no matter what scenario I'm in at this point in my gameplay, I will lose. So I really have to do something. I have to win.
But when it comes down to it, there's only 4 people voting, and if there's a 2-2 tie, Tom is the tiebreaker, and that's not good. He basically has a lot of power this week, and I hope he realizes that keeping me will help him. I don't know, like, I'm considering going after Tom and Brandon in the double eviction. If I end up winning, or if both of them are nominated by someone else, that'd be great. I'm really hoping that other house guests in the game realize that they're, like, really close and that they're working together, and that takes the target off my back. So yeah, like, I feel like I'm in an okay position right now. I'm just paranoid that I could get backdoored by Tom this week, and that would totally be extra shitty for me. Oh god.
Welcome to this week's Golden Power of Veto competition, Guesstimation. Your goal is to correctly guesstimate the amount of a certain item on an image. Here's how it works. Keith will send you a link to an image. The first link will show the item you will be counting in a quantity of 5. You will then privately Skype Keith whether you would like to opt in or opt out of that round. Only those that opt in will compete. Those that opt out will sit out for that round but will remain in the competition. Keith will then post the image that those that opted in will be counting. You will have exactly 30 seconds to submit an answer. The time will start when Keith posts the image link. The person that gets closest to the correct answer will receive a point. If there is a tie, all people in that tie will receive a point. The person that guessed farthest from the correct answer that opted in will be eliminated from the challenge. The first person to score 3 points, or to be the last person remaining in the competition, will receive this week's Golden Power of Veto.
So, we're going to go ahead and get started. Round 1. This is what 5 marbles look like. Please message me if you would like to opt in or opt out of this round. So, Simon, Brandon, and Tom decided to opt out. That means Nick, Mateus, and Matthew will be competing in round 1. 3, 2, 1. Good luck.
House guests, please say out loud how much you guessed. Let's start with Nick.
Oh my god.
I guessed 41 marbles.
All right, and Mateus, you're next.
41.
47. And 47. All right, Keith, what was the correct answer?
Kyle, there were 40 marbles in that image. Nick and Mateus win a point.
That's all right.
Matthew, I'm sorry, you've been eliminated from the veto competition.
God damn it, I knew it was 40, but under pressure, I totally double counted a row. I didn't think there was enough time left, and I'm an idiot. This was my competition to win. I fucking always win these types of competitions, and I just blew it. Best bet is Mateus winning.
So when Matthew was eliminated, I was a little bit relieved. Obviously, I put him on the block for a reason, and I didn't want to have to make a renomination if I didn't have to. But let's be real, I didn't feel Matthew was the bigger threat to win this competition, and I was still pretty concerned that Simon was going to pull ahead from behind.
House guest, this is what 5 pieces of celery on a cutting board look like.
Oh my god.
Please tell me if you would like to opt in or opt out of this round. Tom and Nick decided to opt out. That means Brandon, Simon, and Mateus will be competing for this round specifically. All right, I'm going to post it in 3, 2, 1. Good luck.
All right, house guests, please say aloud how much you guessed. Brandon, you go first.
I said 62.
62. Simon, you next.
85.
All right, and Mateus.
73.
All right, Keith, what was the correct answer?
The correct answer was 69. Congratulations, Mateus. You earned your second point. Simon, I'm sorry. You've been eliminated from the game.
I suck.
Sorry, Simon. Good try.
When Simon was eliminated, I did a little happy dance inside. Of course, I couldn't show it on screen, but all of a sudden I knew that more likely than not, my nominations were going to stay the same, and that felt great. I knew, though, at this point that I really needed to kick into overdrive, and I was going to have to enter every single round if I wanted a chance to win.
House guest. This is what 5 spiders look like. Please tell me if you would like to opt in or opt out of this round. All right, so everybody decided to opt in, and I'll be putting in the image right now. Good luck.
All right. House guest, please say aloud how much you guessed. Brandon, you go first.
I said 38.
38. Matthias.
45.
Nick.
I said 48.
Ooh, and Tom.
I also said 38.
38. All right. Keith, what was the correct answer?
Kyle, the correct answer was 36.
That's what I counted.
Congratulations, Brandon and Tom. You each receive a point. This is both your first point. Nick, I am sorry, you have been eliminated from the competition. This is what 5 meatballs look like on a plate of spaghetti. Please let me know if you like
Weird looking meatballs.
Wow. And I and Big Brother.
I'm a vegetarian, so I can opt in.
Kyle, everybody opted in. And I'll be submitting the image now. Good luck.
Holy shit.
All right. House guest, please say aloud how much you guessed, starting with Brandon.
I said 51.
51 for Brandon. Matthias, what did you guess?
19.
19?
90.
90. And Tom?
I guess 54.
Keith, what was the correct answer?
Kyle, the correct answer was 59. Congratulations, Tom. You received a point. I'm sorry, Matthews. You have been eliminated.
I hated you.
Sorry, Matthias. Bye. Alright, so I have Tom at 2 points and Brandon at 1. Is that correct?
That is correct. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
I'm ahead by 1 and feeling pretty confident that I can win because even if we both get the answer right, the win would go to me because I'm ahead in points. But there is this little thought that flickers through my head about maybe I should throw the competition to him. I'm already developing a nice little target on my back for winning, and it might be the wrong decision to take this one home for myself.
This is what 5 rubber duckies look like on a field of grass. Please tell me if you'd like to opt in or opt out.
Fun fact, ducks are my favorite animal because they're super cute, especially baby ducks.
Kyle, both house guests opted in.
Perf.
Just guess one, Tom. Just guess one. Just one.
All right. So now, this is the final round, it seems. Good luck to both of you. I'll be posting the image now. Good luck.
All right, house guests, please say aloud how much you guessed, starting with you, Brandon Boo Boo.
I think I'm off, Gaga. I think I guessed 24.
24. All right, and Tom, what did you guess?
I guess 25.
Ooh, I think that's what I counted. Keith, what was the correct answer?
Kyle, the correct answer was 25, which means...
Tom, you have won the golden power of veto. Good job, Boo Boo. You're now tied for comps with Matthias with 3 apiece. Way to be a comp beast.
But in the end, my competitive nature came through, and I just felt like I wanted the full power this week. I wanted to make Big Brother Basics history and sweep the week for the very first time. And I decided I'm going to go all in.
I didn't expect Tom to throw it to me. He like messaged me and he's like, sorry I didn't throw it to you. And I'm like, that's whatever. I mean, I wouldn't have thrown it to him probably, but I mean, if I had won 2, I might have. Like, he knows I'm not going to switch his nominations up, and if he thinks that I'm gonna, then he doesn't trust me that much. But I'm just kind of annoyed. Not that he didn't throw me the competition. I'm annoyed that, like, 1, I couldn't count 25 freaking ducks when I counted 25 the first time, and then I changed it back to 24. I don't know. I just thought, hey, 25 is too round of a number. Let's go with something odd like 24.
It was really fun to see everyone's strategy because you had the option to opt in and to opt out. And I was really impressed with the way Tom was playing because he opted out the first 2 rounds. And then as more people got eliminated, he started playing towards the end. It was really scary because Mateus was ahead in the game. It was first to 3 points, and Mateus was at 2 points. And thankfully, in the round that he got eliminated in, he was off by 40. So it was pretty bad for him. I was super thrilled because it came down to Tom and Brandon at the end, and just by our conversations that we had earlier, I just knew that the nominations would stay the same and that I would totally be safe this week. So I'm feeling really good right now, and the big question now comes down to whether we want to keep Matthew or Simon. And right after the competition, I totally got on call with Simon for a little bit and was basically telling him that, you know, I'm totally down to keep you, because he was saying that he is pretty sure he had Mateus's vote and Nick's vote to stay over Matthew. And I was like, yeah, that's pretty sweet. Probably feeling the same way. He was basically just saying that Matthew was a snake and that he needs to leave, and he wasn't very happy with the things that Matthew was going around the house saying about Simon. And I'm just hoping, you know, that our alliance between me, Tom, Brandon, and Nick sticks together, and there's no one trying to get at each other during the double eviction, and that we go forward and get to Final 5 together. That'd be the best case scenario.
I mean, I'm trying to foster this sense of, okay, me, Nick, Brandon, and Kyle are a foursome against the rest of the house. Obviously, this doesn't include Mateus, but I'm not planning on going against Mateus, and I think Mateus is actually pretty likely to win HOH.
I don't know. That's just getting discouraging. I feel like if I don't win a competition, I have no chance of winning this game. Tom got all excited on call with Mateus after, and they're both like, I can't believe we both won 3 competitions. Like, I'm in alliance with people who, like, 2 people who've won the most challenges in this game.
I mean, when you think about it, me and Mateus have been together since the beginning. He's Polish, I'm Canadian, and we're the only 2 non-Americans in this game. And yet the 2 of us, out of the 12 people in this game, have won 60% of the competitions, and I think that's pretty remarkable.
I'm just like a joke. When I got into that call, they just were both joking with me that, like, I suck at competitions, and this is the closest I've come to winning a competition. And that can't be something I could continue to stay with. I don't know. I don't see any other option. I mean, there's still plenty of opportunities for me to win challenges, but it's just getting old. I'm just getting sick of it. Like, I'm the only person next to Matthew Sherlock who hasn't won a challenge. But I can't say that, like, if Tom were to go up against someone else, I'd fight super hard for him to stay. I think that he's going to win this game if he doesn't go home. And I always freaking align myself with people like that. I am supposed to be the person that is like Tom, or I was in my last game. I need to make the move to knock Tom down a peg. I feel like the only people that I can beat in this freaking game right now are Simon and Matthew Sherlock, and one of them is going home this round.
I've been a very important person in this game. Maybe that's just my ego speaking and my big head growing bigger, but I just feel like this game would not be the same without me. And I would really like to make it to the end and be the true victor of this game, like the true star, because that's how I feel right now. I feel like everyone else has kind of been boring and lame. And I've been super cute and hilarious and crazy and fun and all over the place. I just want to just get my name out there in the world. I just want people to know that silly Kyle is a force to be reckoned with, no matter what he decides to do, whether it's Smash or playing Ords or doing whatever the fuck I feel like, because I'm a fierce fucking bitch and I'm a cunt. I have charisma, I have uniqueness, I have nerve, and I have motherfucking talent. So these other basic bitches that are floating in the game right now better watch out, because I'm coming for their asses.
I am on cloud nine right now. I feel fantastic because I won HOH and I won veto, and I don't have to make a nominee. So life is good. Life is really, really good. I'm going to get rid of someone who is not very close to me this round. I feel like I've done everything that I can to maximize my chances going into the double eviction. No complaints coming from me. I'm just really, really happy. The advantages to using the veto this round would be that it would be a crazy move that absolutely nobody in the entire game would see coming, and it might give me some more jury credibility. It certainly would shake up the game in a major way and throw a little chaos into the house. But the downside is that I really think that it could ruin my position in the game. Right now, I feel like I'm entering the double eviction week in a relatively secure spot. I mean, obviously, things can go wrong, but I think if I were to use the veto this week, there'd be a lot of people gunning after me instead of maybe just a few, and I could easily leave when I don't have the ability to fight for my own HOH. So there's a lot of danger if I do decide to use that power of veto. Please gather in the living room. It's time for the veto ceremony. This is the veto ceremony. Simon and Matthew have been nominated for eviction, but I have the power of veto to veto one of my own nominations. I will now give Matthew the chance to tell me why I should use the golden power of veto on him.
Tom, you won it. You put me up. I don't expect you at all to use it on me, but it'd be great. I don't see how not using it on me would be a good move for you, but whatever. I said that wrong, but you know what I mean.
Alrighty, thank you, and I will now give Simon the chance to tell me why I should use the power of veto on him.
So, Adele's album leaked, and that's like a really big, and I'm like really cute, and buy 25 on iTunes.
All right. So obviously, as HOH and veto holder this week, I was the one who made these nominations, and going into double eviction round, I don't really want to jeopardize my own position in the house, so I don't really think it makes too much sense to use it, and I have decided not to use the golden power of veto. This veto meeting is adjourned.
House guests, please gather in the living room. We have an announcement. Hello, house guests.
Hi, Julie.
Now, I might have mentioned something in the Skype chat about you all getting comfortable. And so we want to keep you on your toes this week by going straight into the eviction. We will now bring you all into the live voting, and you will all cast your vote to evict tonight, right now. Before we get into the live voting, we will allow each of the final nominees to say their final plea. We'll go ahead and start with Matthew.
Wow, okay, holy shit. I didn't expect this at all. I just want to say I haven't won any competitions, so if you're looking to keep the person in the house that is least threatening and probably won't put you up, it's because I can't win anything to save my ass. So, yeah, if you just want to keep me as fodder, go for it, whatever. Yeah, I love y'all, and if I get evicted, then so be it. Awesome.
Thank you very much, Matthew. Simon, the floor is yours.
Wow, okay. Well, first of all, I'm sitting next to a rat next to me. He spreads rumors. He causes drama in the house. If you want someone who's real like me, I'm straight up with you guys. You guys know that. Keep me in the house. The only competition I won was literally one that I guessed for every single one. I got lucky. Other than that, I've been first, second, or third out of a competition. Even if I am evicted, like, it's gonna suck, but I think you guys are all great people, and please don't vote me out.
Thank you very much. I will now stop the broadcast and bring everybody to vote. Hello, Nick. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Please cast your vote to evict.
I vote to evict Matthew.
Thank you very much. Please send in Kyle S. Hello, Kyle S.
Hey, Keith.
Please cast your vote to evict.
Oh my god. I vote to evict Matthew.
Thank you very much. Please send in Brandon. Hello, Brandon.
Hi, Julie.
Please cast your vote to evict.
I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what the other people are doing. This is ridiculous. And if Tom has to be in a difficult situation, and maybe that'll hurt his game, then I'm going to try to tie this. So I will be voting to evict Simon tonight.
Thank you very much. Please send in Mateus.
Hello from other side.
Hello, Mateus. Please cast your vote to evict.
I'm so sadly vote to evict Matthew.
Thank you very much.
I love you.
Love you too. You may return to the living room.
Where the hell's Brandon?
Of course, Blandon in last. Like, this is so traditional.
House guests, the results are in, and your microphones are off. I will now reveal the vote. The evicted house guest will just have a few minutes to say his goodbyes, gather his belongings, and leave this Google Hangout in the Big Brother Basics house. By a vote of 3-1, Simon, you are safe. Matthew, you have been evicted from Big Brother Basics.
That was awesome. You know, y'all are great. Every single one of you, I have nothing but kind words to say. So, good luck to y'all. Have fun. And don't be like me and actually win competitions. Bye, y'all.
Oh, I was going to say thanks to him, but...
And with that,
I didn't get call. Ooh.
we are down to our final 6.
Thank you so much, guys. Oh my
Oh god, I can't believe that just happened.
Live television. I can't have y'all interrupted me. I have these lines. So I need to get CBS is on my case. So we'll be going directly into the HOH competition tomorrow. Remember, it's at 9 p.m. Eastern. I think that's what we all agreed upon. So at 9 p.m. Eastern, we will start with the HOH competition and continue on for another full eviction. And then we will be down to 5. So thank you very much, house guests. Congratulations on top 6. Good luck and good night.
Hey,
Hello, Matthew. Welcome to the real world. You may set your bags over there. Have a seat.
oh, that was fun. You did a great job.
No, this is all about you. Tell me how you're feeling. How's everything?
Honestly, you know, I figured the only way I could possibly win the game was by going to the end with Monteus after he fucked up so hard last week and sent Kyle H out the door, which I was just like, you obviously by my confessionals, I was just like, Mateus, you're a fucking moron. What are you doing? Like, I swear I'd still be in the game if he didn't do that last week. That screwed me. Wow, you know, I knew that I wasn't gonna survive eviction if I was up against Simon. I knew it was a long stretch. There was really no way that I could win. Or the only hope that I had would have been Mateus winning veto and like taking Simon off.
and then somehow convincing Tom to break a tie in favor of me over like Kyle S, which sucked because Kyle was like my closest ally.
There are a lot of things that you've done this season that I kind of want to get into. So let's get started from the very beginning. You're a part of this large Outsiders Alliance.
I mean,
and tell me a little bit about that, because it seems like there are some troubled waters. You mentioned that Matthews' HOA train got rid of Kyle H. Where did things go wrong for the Outsiders?
Okay, we were in a great position because we had won 3 head of households in a row. But God knows my alliance can't make the right fucking decisions to save themselves. It was just as simple as putting up the opposition. And Mateus thought that Kyle H would not go home. And I'm just sitting here thinking, there's no way Kyle's not going home. Mateus is like, no, everyone like Kyle. And I'm just like, yes, but he's neurotic. He freaks out over everything. And people don't trust him.
You mentioned that Kyle S. was your closest ally when you left, who wasn't a part of the Outsiders. Is that true? Did you feel like Kyle S. was your closest ally?
I honestly, like, after Jamila was evicted, yeah. Like, I would just talk to him, and, like, I could confide in him, and I knew that without Jamila, there really was no output for him to, you know, take the stuff that I'm telling him and tell it to other people. And I was like, we're both floaters, even though I wasn't a floater. And, you know, I want to know if anyone honestly did catch on to the fact that I was aligned with Mateus and Simon and Kyle.
Did you end up losing trust at all with Simon and Mateus, with Kyle S. being your closest ally upon leaving?
Did not lose trust with Simon. Lost trust with Mateus when he sent Kyle H out the door. It's not that I trusted him to intentionally fuck me over. It's that I couldn't trust him to know what was best for the Alliance. Because he put up an Alliance member and backdoored them. Like, why would you do that? That was great for me because I thought, you know, if I could just keep under the radar and keep low, then I could take Mateus to the end and win. Like, I had Jamila's vote, and I had both of the jurors' votes if I'd gotten to the end with Mateus. And I think the rest of the house guests kind of caught on to that. I sort of told Tom, I was like, you know, I understand if you want to keep Mateus as like an easy goat to the final 2. And I knew Brendan and Nick would never vote to keep me after I pretty much told everyone in the house, except for the 2 of them, that those 2 were the 2 that I was targeting, and then I was like, well, they're fucking voting to evict me. There's nothing I can do there. I regret not forming any sort of relationship at all with Nick. I regret not double counting the number of fucking balls in that jar. I am a math major. That shit is like my strength. Every time I go to like a carnival, I do the friggin' jelly bean game. I have not lost one of those. I think what got to me was the 30-second pressure. You know, I totally was just like, because I counted 40, and then I think I blinked and counted a row twice. And I was just like, God damn it, because okay, I don't know the exact rules of that competition, but they both guessed 41. If I'd said 40, would I have knocked them both out?
That's how it probably would have went down.
Damn it. Ugh.
Yep. Who do you think is the biggest threat to win out of the 6 that are remaining in the house?
Biggest threat to win? Kyle S.
And why do you say that?
Because he's doing a really good job of just floating. Like, he had his closest ally taken from him, and you know, he could vote either way anymore and just whatever. Was he the one that voted to keep me?
I am not at the disclosure to say, but I want you to predict. The vote was 3-1. Who do you think voted to keep you?
I think it was him. I think Mateus, honestly, Mateus told me that if he won the veto, he'd use it on Simon. So that's where I knew his trust lied. And so Brandon and Nick would have evicted me immediately. And Kyle just told me repeatedly that like no matter who I was up against, he'd vote to keep me. So that's just where I think the vote lied, and I'm rooting for him to win. Or Simon.
Now tomorrow is the double eviction. Any predictions on who's going to be following you into the jury house?
So are 2 people leaving tomorrow or just 1?
1 person.
Just 1. It depends really on who wins this HOH. Because the only person I see safe is Kyle. Like, Simon or Mateus win, then Nick, Brandon, Tom are going to be the ones in danger. And if Brandon or Nick wins, Simon, Mateus are in danger. I see Kyle S as a backdoor, but I don't see him going home because the vote's 2-1 in his favor, probably. Unless something was going on between everyone else that I didn't know about, but I don't think that's the case because it seems like there were 2 sides and I chose wrong. I chose the side that was winning competitions and then fucking them up. I knew the answer to that goddamn question was pink too. I knew the lamp was pink, but I wanted to go back and be like, you know what? Maybe it was the orange lamp because I know there was an orange lamp too and there was a black lamp. So I was like, I think it's pink, but I'm just going to wait. And it actually took a surprising amount of time for someone to answer. And once I knew it was Nick and once I knew Nick said pink, I was like, fuck. Like, I know I'm going.
Well, thank you so much for playing, Matthew. It was a pleasure hosting you. And we will now put you into the jury Skype chat where you'll cast a vote for a winner on December 10th. Thank you so much.
Yay, awesome.